Hello guys, and welcome to a new Steel Division video today by me, Vulcan. Today I have for you Mission 4, the Lion's Den of the Atlantikwall campaign for Steel Division Normandy 44. The mission order is as follows. Oberstrauch. This is our one and only chance of defeating the invasion. Either we succeed in throwing the Allies back into the sea here and now, or we get trapped between the Canadian and British forces. This is going to be the fight of our life. Let's hope that these last 2 days of combat have weakened the British enough to make it possible. Your orders, as well as the 12th SS Panzer, which will be supporting the attack, are simple. Crush the beachhead and push them back into the sea. Main objective, defeat the Anglo-Canadians. Let's launch this mission. This is a pre-release version. Please remember, voiceovers are a work in progress.
Lion Sir Mare's in our reach, Per Major. Well, for what is left of us. Since only parts of our combined Kampfgruppen have made it, and with Oberstpellen being wounded this morning, you are to take command of all remaining 21 Panzer's elements in the incoming battle. British and Canadian infantry divisions have fallen back around Lion Sir Mare for a last stand. Fortunately, the 12 SS Panzer's offensive has started on schedule, and wiped out any resistance pocked in our rears. We will be able to count on their support for the final assault on the Allied beachhead. We're back where we started, Per Major. The Anglo-Canadians are cornered, they're back to sea. Yet they certainly don't seem to be trying to evacuate, like in Dunkirk. Reports indicate that they are gathering troops north of Hermanville for a counter-offensive. They intend to regain the initiative to expand the beachhead again. Our orders are not only to prevent that, but to squash it before they can bring any more troops. Victory will be decided by whom holds more ground at the end of the day, Per Major. 12 SS Panzer will support our offensive. They've even detached a small armored squadron under your command to make up for our previous loss. Their brand new equipment will be a major addition to our forces.
Let's give Tommy a second Dunkirk. Compose your battle group.
Here we are guys in the battle group overview for the 4th mission of the Atlantikwall campaign. Let's have a look at our recon. But since in the last mission we didn't get too many recon units through, I've only got access to SBW 233s, some spare troop, and the Aufkläder with the 222. This is actually a pretty good combination of recon units, so that's not so bad.
We should deploy everything we have in Phase A to hold the ground and await the arrival of the Panthers in Phase B. We need to hold enough ground as possible to avoid an early defeat.
We managed to get through a lot of the Panzer Grenadiers from our last mission, so that was really good. We actually have quite a decent amount.
Panther tanks will be available in Phase B. We could use them as an iron fist to break the Anglo-Canadians. These tanks are strong but not invincible. Protect them with anti-air and infantry units, and avoid close-range combat.
We have access to a lot of brilliant tanks, so we're going to be bringing those in Phase B. As for our support units, we want to be bringing in the 259s and also the 258s alongside the Opel Blitz munitions trucks and the 232s. I'm also tempted to bring in the second card of Opel Blitz munitions, but I'm definitely going to be getting the Brumbars. As for anti-tank, we only managed to get through one Pak 38, but I am going to be bringing it in. I'm going to bring in all of these units.
The enemy air force is expected to be very strong. Wirbelwind and Möbelwagen will give Allied pilots a hard time, and could even be used against light ground units.
So I'm going to be bringing in both cards of Wirbelwinds and the Flak 41s.
We have been granted additional fire missions with the BO Panzer 4H. Try to fix the enemy and then call a heavy artillery strike on their concentrations.
Going to take one of the BO Panzer IVs and the Wurframmen and the Vielfachwerfer.
U-87G with twin 37mm anti-tank guns are deadly even against the heaviest vehicles, while U-88 will smash anything with their 500-kilogram bombs. The RAF will send anything it has in this struggle. Be careful and use your bombers under protection of our own flak or fighters.
I'm very tempted to bring in a card of Ju-87Gs, so I might get rid of the Wirbelwind in Phase B and wait till Phase C to use them. Meanwhile, bring in the Phase C Ju-87s. Great, so that's going to be our battle group for this battle. We're relying a lot on Phase A light vehicles, as we do not have any tanks or substantial AT. So this is going to be relatively hard actually, but we'll see what happens. Let's validate and continue to the mission. So we need to get map control and win by 3,000 points. This is actually going to be pretty difficult. Hermanville is going to be the center of it all, so let's try and get some troops up here. We will go for some Panzergrenadiers alongside a Panzergrenadier, and we will have these push up to the top side of Hermanville. Then I will have them supported by 259s and the 258s, as well as possibly an AT gun. However, I'm not entirely sure they're going to be pushing AT guns down the road. If they are, I'm going to have a Panzerschreck squad there. For our artillery, I don't think it's particularly needed. I'm not entirely sure where I want to use my Aufklärer with the 222. I might bring them out to the right, or to the left side, sorry. I'll basically just unload them and use the 222 in the center. I'll spread out some Speertrupp as well, just so that we have line of sight onto enemy forces if we need it. Bring in all of them at the start. And make sure we have the last Speertrupp on this left side. And we'll bring in the Osttruppen in the center. Brought them with us all the way from the first mission. And what am I going to spend the rest of my points on? Probably a Vielfachwerfer and maybe a couple more squads of Panzergrens, but I want to see where the front line goes first, and then I'll reinforce where I need to. So let's unload these Speertrupp, have them move up, and we'll put them on return fire. Same on this right side, unload them, have them move up, return fire. Over on this side, same thing, unload, have these guys move up to there with return fire, these guys can move up to here with return fire. Alright, let's move some Panzergrenadiers to the left and to the right, because it looks like we are going to be hit pretty hard. Let's unload these chaps, get them into buildings. These Panzergrenadiers are actually being stuck there. Enemy Spitfire coming in. Going to be a bit of an issue. Let's get these Panzergrens over to defend the left flank. Let's unload here as well. Get these Panzergrenadiers to move up. We're doing okay in the town at the moment. Just need something to support on this right side, so some 258s will be helpful. Let's get all these chaps actually over to the right side. We'll have this move up the road and unload. Vielfachwerfer can move forwards as well. And basically what we've got to do in this situation, I think, is literally drive back the initial forces and then hopefully make some ground back. I'm going to bring in my pack for the right side because there's two Churchill 5s there. Move these half tracks down to this road. We're making ground in the centre, so that's good. Let's continue forwards. Get the Panzer to move up alongside my half tracks. Spear troop on the right side, we're taken out. Pinning down a lot of their rifles, which is nice. Let's move these guys up now. And we'll have some more Panzer Grenadiers come into the right side. Right, let's continue up this tree line, supported by our vehicles here. The Vielfachwerfer can rocket ahead. Never mind. Don't need to do that. What I do need to do though is avoid this Stuart, which is going to wreck my Panzer Grenadiers. Bring up an anti-tank gun here. And let's unload these chaps, get them into the buildings. Managed to bail out the Stuart. Nice. Okay, good. Time to flank that destroyer. Move towards the Panzer Grenadiers to give the infantry something to fire at. Let's unload this AT gun, have that move into position. Have the half track move out wide, we'll have this one there and we'll pull back these chaps. So although we're losing a +3 at the moment, we are making back ground, especially in the centre actually. My ally is moving up and I should be following them as closely as possible so that our combined forces are a force to be reckoned with. If I can get some rocket artillery on top of this Honey Stuart, that would be a good idea. I'm going to move forward so I'm in range of this Honey Stuart. We've got transmission damage onto the Honey Stuart, that's a start. And he's falling back, okay good. Let's continue up here. They haven't moved on us with the Churchill 5s just yet. Bring up a Panzerschreck squad. And I'm going to move these Panzer Grenadiers down to engage the Vickers HMG. Right, the Humber's dead. Move these guys to the side. I'm actually going to move up the 222 to engage this Honey Stuart at close range. That unit is now surrounded. We got rid of them. Fantastic. Let's continue to break on through here if we can. I'm going to need some supply to resupply those 20 mils. So this is all out now. We don't need to worry about anything killing our units. We can basically use them all because we don't need them in the next missions. Let's bring up some fighters once we get to Phase B. When we get to Phase B, that's when the real fight back begins. On this left side, we're making a lot of ground. Unload these chaps. I'm going to bring over the pack here. It's pretty important that we try and make back some ground on this right side as well, or I'm going to be in a bit of trouble. So I'm going to unload that. We'll have that APC move forwards. That can engage the Humber. Get some Osttruppen to move to the right side. Try and break to the left here a little bit. Get the Panzerschreck to stay in there with the half-track. Half-track needs to move into the trees there. So we brought it back to 50-50. Now it's just a matter of taking back ground off the enemy. I'm going to move this half-track over to the right side. This Churchill, I want it to come into line of sight, preferably. Continue to move up with these half-tracks and the Panzer Grenadier squad. We have loads of Panzer Grenadiers available in Phase B, so I'm just waiting for that now. We're running a 53% territory lead. Engaging them at long range with the 259s here. Let's continue up to resupply the 259s, and 251s, well, they can help us out, that's for sure. Get this pack into line of sight of that Churchill. My 222 was actually destroyed. Okay, so we don't have anything substantial here to push up. I'm going to have to wait till Phase B. Is there anything else I can buy? No. I've used up everything. 1 minute and 30 remaining. Then I'll be able to invest in some really, hopefully, good units. One of the mortar carriers destroyed there. Let's stop this and resupply the 259s. Panzerschreck was bombed. Not too much of an issue. Just got to continue through here, get into the next set of buildings. Oh, maybe we can get a Panzerschreck onto the Churchill. That would be nice. Nice. Okay, we got that. That's really, really good. Churchill 5 here as well, I think. Just a matter of sneaking up onto it. Can we do it? That is the question. Still got to deal with that Churchill on the right, but we're breaking through in the centre, so that's good. Now these 259s move forwards as well. And they're pinned down. Let's have the half-tracks.
The Panther tanks placed under your command by the 12th SS Panzer have arrived, Herr Major. We could use them for a major push forward.
Bring up those Panther Ds. With the Befehl Panzer on the left side. Maybe we should do that on the right side. Too late. Definitely need something to deal with the Churchill here. I do have this pack, it's just not in line of sight. I need something that's a bit meatier in terms of armour to actually do what needs to be done. Now it looks like my 259 got taken out there by an enemy Sherman. Gonna have to be careful with my light vehicles further up now as well. If I can get this pack to deal with the Humber actually. Its air force is ridiculous. Bring in my own Wolf 190. Can we get on target in time? That's the question. Do want to shoot that down if I can. Because it keeps bombing my stuff and it's really, really annoying. Yeah, we got it. Nice. So we have +2 in map control. Churchill on the right. Gonna get hit by my pack. Ah, we actually weapon damaged it. Nice. Half tracks are moving forwards now. Looks like I've got onto a Spitfire here with my Focke-Wulf 190. Gonna get that Focke-Wulf out of there. These guys really need to remain behind cover. Otherwise they're just gonna continuously get wrecked. Let's keep moving up these Ostrupen to hold the front line there. We do need to bring up another tank here, so let's bring up a Panzer 4G. That can help us deal with the Churchill 5s and the Churchill 6 there. It's time to continue up here and take out these Shermans. Panzer 4s and Jagdpanthers moving up, that's nice. Continue to fan out with all of these half tracks so that we continue to make ground, and this AT gun needs to come up. At the moment though, +1, they have made back ground on this side. So I'm going to bring in a Panther D here. That Churchill 6 I don't think has any ammunition, so we can just push towards that quite heavily. Just use my Vielfachwerfer onto all of those units. I'm going to unload my Panzer Grenadiers here. Alright, let's continue up on this side of things. Panther D's rolling forwards. I need to get into line of sight of this Churchill. I think we're just out of range at the moment. The half track can move forwards. In fact, Werfer there's doing the job. Nice. Be a bit careful about these airplanes though. Let's get another Focke-Wulf 190 to come out and shoot down enemy aircraft as they come in.
The SS Panzer's main tank has been destroyed, Herr Oberst.
Their main tank has been destroyed? Where would that be? It doesn't particularly matter at this point. We still have a lot of control here. Just got to stop this push in the center area, just coming up behind us. I'm going to move forwards with half tracks here to prevent them cutting us off. Let's move one of these units to the town. Still running +1. Command Stewart is coming up behind us, but isn't going to be too much of an issue, I don't think. Get these Panzer Grenadiers to move up alongside the Panzergrenführer. Continue these half tracks up on the left side. Great. That is a 17-pounder. We've got to take care of that with our infantry, so I'm going to continue to move my infantry up. We're going to need some more infantry as well, just so that I can secure these tree lines. Let's have our Focke-Wulf 190 come in. Maybe we can get onto this Spitfire. That would be good. Spitfire is currently strafing our Panzer IV on the ground, so I should be able to get a good chance to shoot that down with the Focke-Wulf 190. Panther D is in a bit of a precarious position. Don't want that to be hit by the flamethrower there. I want to be able to take out this 17-pounder, that would be nice. And I can continue to move on my tanks. Right, so push forwards on this right side now. Continue with the Panzer Grenadiers. Keep making ground. We've created a massive front. Let's bring in another Focke-Wulf 190. We can probably shoot down this Typhoon. Ah, that's the one that's already in the sky, so yeah, that's just going to be able to shoot that down very nicely. We can probably take out the second one as well. That's going to stop their bombers from being an issue from now on. Keep moving forwards these Panzer Grenadiers. Looks like there's some infantry in this tree line here. Have these Panther D come over to the right side where there's a massive concentration of forces. Moving forwards with these half tracks. I'm going to keep moving forwards that AT gun as well. And at the moment, not doing too bad. Let's bring up a Flak 88. And also bring in an ME-109 that can destroy some of this infantry. One of my 258s finally got destroyed. Run forwards with the Panzer Grenadiers there. These guys need to unload and they need tank support. So let's get them into cover. We'll have the Panther D come up and try and take out the Churchill for me. However, I need to be careful of the 17-pounder there, so we'll come in and rocket that if we can. Do have line of sight onto it still. That better not hit my Panther, I'm going to be mad. We just took it out in time. No, we didn't even kill it. Of course we didn't. But it did burn. It burned to death. Okay, that's good.
The Tommies have reinforced the beachhead. They are trying to break our offensive.
Rot 1 an alle. Funküberprüfung. Kommen. Vorwärts, Männer.
The Allies are pushing forward with everything they've got, determined to crush us once and for all. That didn't have a voiceover, so just thought I'd read that one out. I'm not quite sure they're going to be able to break through how many Panthers we have, but they can try. I've also got a Flak 88 coming up as well, and my Focke-Wulf has taken control of the skies, so yeah, they don't have too much of a chance really. I continue to fan out with my infantry on the half tracks on that right side, and if I can basically cut it off, we should go massive in terms of owned territory. I don't think they stand a chance at this point. Just unload that Flak, and we'll have my Befehl Panzer come up soon. Coming up with Fireflies now. Just wrecked one of my Panthers. Some rifles, they're going to get destroyed. And well, goodbye to the front on the right side.
Bajonette aufpflanzen.
We're running the +3. And we're on over 1,500 points now. FDs are falling back. Aircraft are coming in and hitting me very hard. Those Tempests rocketing my units and doing a lot of damage. Let's see if I can get a rocket strike onto their units here. A lot of AA. Still managing to hold the ground at the moment, so that's good. Bring up that Panther that I was talking about. Panther will be really, really useful. This one just went down to an M10, I believe. Fuel explosion there, not ideal. Get my Panther 4G over. Pretty sure we can hold our ground now. We've dug in quite heavily. We are losing quite a lot of units here and there, but it's okay. We made the push. And they are just exhausting their units currently. I'm going to have the Focke-Wulf come out and just hover around to deal with these rocket planes. Bring up another Panther D, although I think I'm going to wait for a Panther G, honestly. Panzer Grenadiers are holding these tree lines, so they're going to have trouble advancing either way. And I don't think they have enough time to stop me getting 3,000 points, which will, of course, give me victory. So, said we're in a very good place. I'm going to bring this Befehlpanzer to join the Marder there. Move forwards the Panzerschreck. Move forwards the Panzer Grenadiers. Keep pushing the map forwards where we can. Majority of the forces are here. Bring up some more infantry at this left side. And actually we do want something to cover off this left. We'll get a Panther G and a Panzer IV to go on that side. And since we bumped into a half-track there, I'm actually just going to attack move forwards with my Panther from now on. And also move forwards my Panzer Grenadiers here to cover them off from enemy infantry. I'm going to continue to swing over a couple of my Panzer Grenadiers. 71% in our favour at the moment. Half-tracks are providing good presence over the enemy up here. My ME-109s are available again, so let's have them come in and destroy some of these infantry attacks. Without infantry, they won't be able to do anything.
Weihnachten ist der Krieg vorbei. Vorwärts, aber seid wachsam. Ich habe hier das Kommando. Verdammt, es hat mich erwischt. Indianer voraus, bereit für den Angriff.
A rifle squad there holding the line.
Den hat's erwischt.
Let my Panzer Grenadiers do their thing. Okay, nice. We'll just run them down.
Zweiter Zug einsatzbereit. Volle Geschwindigkeit.
Here, my Focke-Wulf got hit very hard by anti-air. Bring in a Ju-87. See if we can destroy some of these anti-air vehicles. If we can, we can do a lot of damage.
Feind auf 12 Uhr.
Get these grenadiers to spread out.
Marschbereitschaft hergestellt.
Get these guys to attack move to the left side. I'll give them a recon unit as well to help them out.
Breiter Hauptmann.
Let these Panzergrens move forwards. And my fellow Panther here is going to engage all of these half tracks. Unless we get hit very hard by a Tempest. Ju-87's taking quite a few hits there and is going to be forced back. Let's move back these Panzer Grenadiers into safer positions near these houses. And we will bring up another Panther G here, alongside more infantry. Not long now until we gain victory. Come in with my rocket strike onto their vehicles now. Those Staghounds shouldn't last too long against 2 rocket strikes. Well, those rocket planes, they really are becoming an issue. This one flying about. Panther trying to defend. Ah, got side shot by a Staghound. That's not good. Try and retreat with these units now. We can get this one on target. Reloading its Panzerfaust. They are pushing us back, but not enough. Since we are coming up to 3,000 points conquest needed in order to win the game. And there we have it. We've gained map control.
Trying to re-embark. It is another Dunkirk, Kamayua. We pushed them back to the sea.
We did it. We changed history, boys. And after 30 minutes and 17 seconds, mission 4 is complete. The Lion's Den. And we have foiled the beach landings of D-Day against the Canadians and British. There you have it. So, I don't know how to feel really. I'm obviously happy that I completed the campaign, but the fact that I foiled D-Day as a proud British man is rather disheartening. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed this campaign. I will be moving on to the next one upon the release of Steel Division, so feel free to watch that when it comes out. In the meantime, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you then. Goodbye.